Greetings YouTube, Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back to the very next episode of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. This is episode number 23, and in this episode, we're actually continuing on with the storyline. What? Yeah, that's right, we're in the ONBS building, back where we left off, where we fought the Cypher Peon by the elevator and whatnot, and we defeated the one in the room with Sec. And we're going to continue exploring on this floor, which I don't think there's that much more to do on this floor, honestly. Maybe one more battle over in the corner here. And then we can move on to the higher levels of this ONBS building. And it really isn't that long of a level, quote unquote. Anka, you're a doll. I see your pretty face on TV all the time. But you know, you're a lot prettier in person than on TV. Oh, you're creepy, man. You're creepy. Well, what? Who are you? I'm getting Anka's autograph. You stay out of this. As he proceeds to attack me. Rixor. Alright. Let's do this. Cypher Peon Rixor starts off with a Quillfish and a Rhyhorn. Quillfish is water and poison type. So do not attempt to use grass type moves on it because it's not going to have the super effective effect that it would on a normal water type Pokemon. Rhyhorn is rock and ground type. And of course, the rock and ground type is an awful typing, and it's weak to 8 million things, including ice, steel, ground, fighting, water, and grass. So pretty much pick any of those, and if you don't have any of those by chance, go for anything that's a special attack, because Rhyhorn's special defense is horrendously low, while it has very high physical defense. Unfortunately, with Golbat and what's his face? Vulpix. Could not think of the name there. Vulpix and Golbat on the field, I don't have very many options in the way of special attacks. Of course, I do have, you know, Vulpix's fire type attacks, but fire is not very effective on Rhyhorn's rock type. Anywho, 3 hits, and bye-bye. Rhyhorn goes down. Anyway, I wanted to take him out first because he has the highest attack stat. And we can go after his other 2 Pokemon next. Quillfish and Chinchou are both water types, so that bodes badly for Vulpix because Vulpix is weak against both of them. I'm going to try to use Dig and Confuse Ray to try to get out of possibly getting hit with a water gun, even despite Vulpix's okay special defense. I don't want to be hit with attacks that are super effective, obviously. And he stupidly uses water gun on Golbat, and it really doesn't do any damage. And it allows us to get an unharmed Confuse Ray in on Chinchou. Who, by the way, is water and electric type. I really like Chinchou. I wish you could catch him in this game. The water and electric type is really an interesting typing. It's a very unique typing at that, because I don't know that there's any other Pokemon at this point that are water and electric. He did get a water gun off on Vulpix, and it took away about half of his health. Which is to be expected. And that really didn't do any damage to Quillfish, unfortunately. Another thing to be careful about with Quillfish, stop using water gun on Vulpix. I don't know how we survived 2. Hit yourself. Thank you. Anyway, another thing to be wary about when it comes to Quillfish is its poison point ability. It doesn't always have it because it can also have the Swift Swim ability, which increases its speed in the rain, which is irrelevant because it doesn't have Rain Dance. Anywho, the poison point ability will poison any Pokemon that makes physical contact with it 30% of the time. So, attacking it with Golbat is a good idea because obviously Golbat cannot be poisoned. His next Pokemon is going to be Coughing, which is a pure poison type. It's an old Pokemon. I mean, I guess just as old as Golbat and Vulpix. Dates all the way back to the Kanto years. But yeah, it does have the Levitate ability, so don't try to use ground type moves on it, even though it's technically super effective on it. His Levitate ability makes him immune to it, so don't do it because I said so. Try to use special attacks on Coughing because his special defense is very poor, and his physical defense is above average. So, first, let's get rid of Chinchou so that he stops using Water Gun on Vulpix because Vulpix is gonna die. And Golbat grew up to level 24. Awesome. Okay. This battle's almost over. And I think we can heal before we go up again. I believe so. And as you can see, Koffing's poor special defense does not hold up very well. One heat wave brings it down. And this battle with Rixor is over. This is a good optional battle to fight in. It does give some pretty good experience. Not so bad money. So definitely worth it. Alright, we saved the newsroom. So there's nothing in on the left there in those rooms. No items or anything like that. We already fought the Cypher Peon that was over here, so we should be able to access the healing machine without being interrupted, quote unquote. Quote unquote. That wasn't supposed to be sexual, by the way. Feel free to take it that way, though. Nothing's stopping you. Alright, now we're all healed up. And there's a couple of more things that we can do before we go up to the top. Hey now, this is where we keep our props. We can't have you getting hurt here, so beat it! Just beat it. I wonder who's going to be the one hurting. Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh? What do you want, kids? Stay out of the way if you don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt, but I'm also not going to stay out of the way because I want that item box. I've been seeing it every time I've been walking by, and I'm tired of ignoring it and not being able to get it. Edlos is starting out with Ferret and Zigzagoon, both pure normal types and both pure annoying. They're fast, and they like to use dumbass moves like Growl and Tail Whip and Sand Attack and Quick Attack, and it's just awful. Ferret, I believe, also likes to use Fury Swipes to be extra annoying and get critical hits half the time. Anywho, unfortunately, Fury Swipes and Quick Attack will both get the stab bonus, and Ferret is very quick on its own. Zigzagoon is pretty fragile though, so as you can see, the wing attack knocks it out quickly before it got a chance to pull off a sand attack or anything else stupid that it wants to do. I think it might also know Tickle, which is even worse because it lowers your attack and your defense at the same time. Ferret's actually pretty bulky, and it should be able to withstand most of the attacks that you're going to throw its way. Unless you hit it with a fighting type move, it's probably not going to go down in one hit. So just learn to accept that and move on with your life. And attack it again. Wing attack also doesn't knock it out, so it's going to get another attack in most likely. Maybe even another attack, after this turn if it uses quick attack. And Fury Swipes. Story of my life. Thank God it didn't get a critical hit, otherwise Vulpix would have been dead. And Heat Wave gets rid of Ferret. Goodbye. And of course, Togetic avoids the attack. Kind of sucks. He's gonna send out Delibird. Delibird is just an awful Pokemon. Just honestly, its stats are ridiculously bad. Delibird really needs an evolution. I don't know what that thing would turn into, but it needs to turn into something. Sweet Kiss, sadly, confuses us, and I'm sure Vulpix is going to hit itself. But we'll see about that. We're gonna use Wing Attack with Golbat. Try to get rid of that Togetic before it can use Sweet Kiss again. And let's see here. Instead of knocking myself out with Vulpix, because I don't want that to happen, that would make me sad and it's a waste of a turn. I'm going to bring out Vaporeon, which is also kind of sort of a waste of a turn. But if Delibird goes for an Icy Wind or something, at least it won't be very effective. And I'm at full health, so I can safely absorb it. Alright. Yes, he does go for the Icy Wind, which I figured that's what he was going to do, because the only other move he learns, I think, up until this point, or that he would know at this point, I mean, he doesn't learn any moves, and that's a true story. The only move he would learn right now would be Present, and Icy Wind is definitely a better move, so just gotta stick with that and just keep lowering our speed. But that's okay. Delibird is not that dangerous when it comes to attacking power to begin with, even with the stab bonus from Icy Wind. And yeah, try to go for rock type moves if you have it, but if not, I would stick to just physical type attacks because its physical defense really isn't that good. Vaporeon grew up to level 26. Fabulous. Edlos is defeated. Yeah. I like it when they yell afterwards. It actually goes with the animation of them like flipping themselves backwards and being like all crazy and whatnot. HP up. Don't really need that so much, but that's okay. I can't complain. It is a high quality item. It's better than an ether and a Pokeball and all that other crap that I've been getting in boxes. Alright, let's check out this room here and see what we have. I think... should I stick with Golbat and Vulpix? Why not? That's my A-team right now. You lot, one peep out of you and you'll be sorry. No, I won't. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Awa! And she attacks. And her name is Dilly. That's the dumbest... okay, I say that in every episode because I find some other stupid, ridiculous name that they assign to these Cypher peons and make fun of it. But Dilly's one of the bad ones. I would hate to be Dilly. I mean, like, what is that even short for? Dilliards? Hate that store, by the way. Not Dilliards, but... you know what I'm talking about. Alright, so Dilly begins with Gulpin, the worst poison type ever, which is saying something because most poison types are really bad to begin with. And, yeah, Gulpin's gonna go down the first turn, so you have no shot to poison me, sir. And Mareep is her other starting Pokemon, which we know is a pure electric type. Unfortunately, I don't have any ground type Pokemon to nullify the electric types with. All I have is Vulpix Dig move. I'm just going to try to not touch it and get away with out paralysis, if possible. Alright, her other Pokemon that she sent out is Love Disc, which is a pure water type, and it's very fast. But other than that, it sucks. And it's extremely annoying. It likes to use Water Gun and Tackle. It also likes to use Attract, but I don't know that it knows Attract just yet, because it is only at level 20. So we might be safe with that. Wow, that didn't kill it. It has 1 HP. Gotta love that built-in false swipe that I have in every game that I've ever played in my life, ever. Hey. Mareep goes down, and this is an interesting choice for a Pokemon, especially at this point. Blossom is a fully evolved form of Oddish. At least one of them can also choose Vileplume if you so choose. It's just a random choice because most of the Pokemon at this point in the game are not completely evolved, and they won't be for a while. So to have a Blossom is kind of interesting. It is just a pure grass type, so you can get away with using flying type moves, bug type moves, ice, fire. I don't know if I said fire. Flying. I don't know if I said that either. I'm just saying random things now. Anywho, Blossom goes down to 2 super effective hits. Try to stick to physical attacks if possible. They're going to do a lot much more damage. And just realize that you're probably not going to kill it in one hit because it is fully evolved, and chances are your Pokemon are not. So, yeah, take that. You startled me, you threw me off my battle strategy game, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, Dilly. Get out of here. You do not belong in a news studio, especially with the name Dilly. That's not very TV friendly. It's not friendly at all. It's dumb. It's super dumb. You're not going to give me anything? You disgust me. What's in here? Yay, revive! Alright, well, we pretty much knocked out everything we can in this room, and that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. In the next episode, we're going to go up the stairs and go rescue Net! Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for episode 24. Game on!